I thought it was time to bring a new game to the channel, so today we're going to be mechanics and fix customer vehicles. We work on an old Cadillac, a knockoff Audi A4, and a Mini Cooper. We fix some brake issues and dive into fixing a busted camshaft, and we have some audio issues along the way, so let's jump into it. Alright, today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I know it's a bit of an older game, but hey, I like working on cars, so I want to play it. Let's have some fun. Oh, wow. This garage is full. Okay. So, this is all we got to work with right now. This is a very little area. Looks like we got a wheel balancer, tire changer. We have one car lift. No, computer. Where do I start? Oh, phone's right here. Okay. So this is how you accept orders in the game. I had to find the phone. That took me a minute. Let's see. So we got two different cars to work on. This one here, just passing by and I noticed a repair shop isn't good. That somebody took care of the old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with you today is quite recent purchase. It was used as a daily basic. The condition is rather okay. I'd like to check the oil level and tires. There should be no problems for you. If you manage, then perhaps this won't be the last meeting. Change oil and other tasks. Okay. So let's start with this one. Oh wow. This car is really dirty. It looks different in the picture. The picture it was blue. Why is it red? What? Okay. So, I gotta remember how to do all this. Oh, here we go. Hold Y. Move car. Move it to... Oh, no. I just moved it to a different entrance. Car lift. Okay. Here we go. Razor on up. I'm very familiar with oil changes. I mean, it's what I used to do. Alright, let's get over here and get the oil drain. Drain the oil out. Back. Now, let's lower her down. Let's actually see car status. Brake pads, fuel pump, oil filter, needs a new air filter, and 4 standard tires. Gosh darn it. Choose the wrong one now. There we go. Don't tell me it's gonna have to be done from under. Oh. Okay. Actually, I forgot what that was already. V8. Okay. So let's go to the computer. Let's order some parts. Oil filter, oil filter. Where are you? Oh, we need a fuel pump. So one of those. Oil filter. Now, there's the air filter we need. Now we need to go to brakes. Take the oil filter off. New filters on. Let's get these tires off. Oh, little WD. bumper back on. Alright, let's go over to this side. Let's see. Yep. 2 front brake pads. That's what we needed. Go back here. Where's the fuel tank? Yep, right there. Alright, let's change out the fuel pump. I wish it was this easy in real life on cars. I mean, it kind of is, but some of the stuff like the fuel tank, unless you got a slot in the trunk of your car to change out the fuel pump, you'd have to drop this tank. And who knows how much gas these things have in it when they come in. They're heavy. It's never fun changing out a fuel pump. Alright, let's get the tires off. Should be all the same size tire. Alright, let's separate. So it's a 215/75 R15. Right. For all of them. Just needs a standard tire. 4 of them. 15. I already forgot the size. 215/75. Okay. All right, got those. Let's go back over here. Alright, now let's install. Alright. Now, let's balance some tires here. Alright. Last tire is done. Now, let's get them back on the car. Go back to install mode. Alright. And with that, I believe... Yep, we can take the car down off the lift now. Just so you know, guys, I'm taking forever to move because I am playing on a controller. So the movements are a little finicky. My controller may not be the best either. Just an old Xbox controller I had kicking around. I'm missing a little grippies on the sticks because my child decided to chew them off. Alright, new air filters in. Let's put the cover on. There we go. And now, this should be the last step. Put oil back in the car. And add oil. Let's check our oil level. Oh, look at that. Right on the money. Right in the middle of the safe range. Right where it's supposed to be. You know, a lot of people think that it's supposed to be all the way up at the max line. No. Your oil level should be in the middle of that hash mark. Should never be up to the full mark. All the way at, like, the max. If that's how full your oil is, you can potentially damage your engine. So, this is a perfect fill right there. Alright, and with that, this car should be done. I gotta remember how to complete the car. Oh, we still have more tasks. Okay. Change brake fluid, and change power steering fluid, and refill the wash fluid. Okay. So let's refill the wash fluid. It's real easy to tell when stuff's full. The bottle does that. It tilts back down for you, so that's good. Now... need tools. Drain tool. Drain out the old power steering fluid. Let's put new fluid back in. Nice bright red. Did you guys know that you could actually use hydraulic, or not hydraulic, transmission fluid as power steering fluid on some vehicles? You can do that because transmission fluid and power steering fluid are very similar in viscosity, so they will work. You just can't use power steering fluid in your transmission, but you can use transmission fluid in your power steering fluid. I have done it. I do drive old beat up vehicles because if I wreck it, I wreck it. I can just go buy another one for a couple grand. So I really don't care about it. So I will run transmission fluid in my power steering fluid if I have to, but most of the time I will keep the right fluid in it just because it does. I do think it works a little bit better with just regular power steering fluid. But with engine oil, I run pretty much anything I can. My old rigs, I actually run 1540 diesel oil in them because it helps with oil burning and it's got more additives in it to actually help my engine. So, to each their own on those ones. Now let's get the brake fluid done. Gotta get off that. Okay. Old brake fluid out. And new brake fluid going in. Now, this car should be done. There we go. Yep, finish order. Look at that. We got $2,100 out of that one. Let's see what our next one is. Brake problems on both of these. Let's do this one. Oh, look at that. That is much nicer. Alright, put it down in the comments. What car is this? It looks like an Audi. Audi. Yeah, Audi. Yeah, that's actually the true pronunciation of it, is Audi. Americans, we call it Audi, but it's actually Audi. It's real weird. German words. I just can't tell the model of it. Is this like a... Is this an A6? I think so. I'll figure it out. Alright, so we have brake problems. So we need to replace the ABS pump, 3 of the 4 brake calipers, 1 brake disc, and 1 brake pad. Okay, so start actually under the hood. Where is the ABS pump? Oh, right down there. I see it. Come on. Oh, no, that's ECU. Oh, it's right there, underneath the battery. So we gotta take the ABS module off first. Alright, ABS pump's out. I really wish I had that iPad. So let's go back to car parts, go to brakes. I already know we need 3 calipers. Probably need brake cylinders too, so replace those. 1 front disc. I think we've already got a brake pad, so we'll wait on that. Where is... Oh, I know where it's at. We gotta go to electronics. Because apparently, for some reason, ABS parts are in electronics. Yep, there it is. Alright, we got the ABS pump. So, let's get back to it. Alright, put this new ABS pump in. Put the module back on. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we don't need to do any fluids. So now we can go underneath and hunt down what brake calipers we have to replace. Remember, it's 3 of 4. And the ventilated brake disc should be a front brake. So it's going to be one of these front ones that will change out. I guarantee it's going to be one of these. Yep, look, there's one right there. Pretty easy. That might be the brake pad that we have to replace, but we'll find out here in a second. Alright. Ooh, there's our brake disc. If your brake disc looks like this, you should definitely probably change them out. The surface of the brake disc shouldn't be rusty. Alright, that pad still looks good, so yeah, it is that other pad we have to replace. Let's put the new disc on. Put the 80% one back on. Yeah, I think this is one of the ones we have to replace too. So let's put that back on. Put this wheel back on real quick. If you made it this far in the video, I have to apologize about the audio. I had to cut out a lot of me changing the tires just because I forgot to turn the game audio down just a little bit. So it kind of overpowers me a little bit. So I am sorry about that. And also, I did order a mic arm because right now my mic is sitting right in front of me. But I will have that soon, so the audio should be fixed here fairly shortly. So I apologize. I think these ones all look good, but I think so. Let's go to the other side real quick. Check this one out. This is probably the one we have to replace. Yep. We're going to replace nothing there. That pad still looks good too, so put a new caliper on. The new brake cylinder. Alright, put that back together. You mean to tell me you guys have made it this far in the video and you still haven't liked and subscribed? Be very much appreciated if you did. Alright, new brake pad going on. New caliper going on. And yep, there we go. Let's put this wheel back on. Oh. Put the wheel back on and let's finish this car up. Alright, let's get her down off the lift here. I messed up. Put the wrong size wheels in different spots. So now, so 255/30 R19. Okay, so these are the rears, that's the front. Alright, that should be done. So that's correct now. Alright, finish order. Oh, $1,800. And we just went up to level 2. Let's see. We got some skill points to do, right? We got 1. So which one do we want to do? Let's do this one. Increase mounting and unmounting speed. No, actually, let's do this one here. Increase screwing speed by 10%. So now we can actually take stuff off a little bit faster and put stuff on a little bit faster. Just barely. Alright. I think... Let's do one more. Let's do one more car for today. Ooh, what's this one? Oil change. Should we work on a Mini? Or should we do this one that's like a... Looks like a Honda mixed with a Eclipse. Let's do the Mini. So, I don't think I have a cherry picker. No, I don't. Not yet, at least. So, that means we need to work on this side. Let's get this out. Get all the coils out real quick. Head cover off. Look at that. Bad camshaft right there. Let's get the caps off. That's where the bad cam gear is? No? I don't think so. No, that all looks good in there. But I actually think I have to remove all this anyway. Oh, at least that. Okay. So now let's go around to the front of the engine. Okay, gotta get the idler off. Then serpentine belt off. Get the crankshaft or crank pulley. Now we can pull the timing cover off. This actually shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's where it's bad. Let's get the belt tensioner. Get the idler. Oh, gotta take the belt off. Usually you take the... Yeah, actually, yeah. My bad. Yeah, you take the belt off after you take the tensioner off. Then you take the pulleys off. Alright, so take off the cam gear. And now we pull the camshaft out. So, let's see. We need that, 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 and that. I'll be nice. I'll give him a new ignition coil. So we can take the ignition coil off. We got that. Now we can go in here, engine parts. And let's see. It's a camshaft IB, I4B. Okay, so we can take that off. Oh, I didn't know this is how you can do this. Hey, that's so much easier. I didn't know I could actually do that. You know how many times I've played this game? I have another save on this game that I've played for a long time. And I never realized that's how you can do that. That makes it so much easier. Alright. Just put all the bad parts into the shopping list. Just click on them, it takes me right to it. Man! Alright, put the camshaft back in. Let's put the new cam gear on. New idler roller. New serpentine. New belt tensioner. Alright, timing cover can go back on. I need the roller down there. Okay, there's that. Let's put the caps on. It's a little bit of out of order of how you'd actually do it in real life, because you'd want to put the camshaft back in, put the caps on it, and then put everything else back together. But you know what? This is a video game. I can do it whichever way I want. It's not going to affect it. Which that would actually be pretty cool if they did a game. A mechanic simulator game like this that it actually did do it. If you didn't put the engine back together correctly when you built it, or had like torque specs, and it did affect the engine, it did damage it, that'd be a very interesting game. It would actually teach people a lot about mechanics. Alright. Let's put these ignition coils back in. Brake fluid in. That's a combo bottle. .3 and .4 brake fluid. I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, let's do this. Over here. I didn't want to take the whole thing off. Gosh darn it. I just wanted to take the cap off so I can fill it. Come on. Focus. Focus. Like I said, I haven't played this game in so long. I keep messing up. This one, we're just refilling it. It's cool and actually looked pretty good to me. Are we changing that? Yeah, we're changing the coolant. Okay. It may look tasty, but you don't want to drink it. Looks like slurge. Surge. Yep, there's one. There's two. I don't think that one's bad. That one's good. So let's go to the rear suspension. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. And that one's good. Oh man. Does that mean the bad bushing's in here? really hope it's not. No. Let's take this off. We'll find out. Nope, those were good. Okay. Was 4 correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one was good. And this control up. Weren't terrible. Yeah, those are so good. Oh. Hello. Found it. On the swing arm. There they are. Okay. Where's the filter? Right there. Alright, new filters are in. Let's move our way around here. There it is. New bushing in. Now let's head over here, get the next bushing in. Go around to the swing arms, or we like to call them your suspension arms. Get those in. Alright. Let's get these tires off, change out the brake pads. And now this car is almost complete. Put the brake caliper back on real fast. Put the tire on, add oil to it, and we can send this one out the door. Let's drop her down. Oh, I forgot. We got to put spark plugs in. And we got to put the coils back on. I totally forgot about that. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, here we go. New spark plugs going in. Alright, put the coils on. Okay, that should be it. Now let's double check if we missed anything. Oh, it still says we got an ignition coil. It's bad. Which one? That's 80, 85. It's this one. So we have a better one? Nope. Okay. Let's go buy another ignition coil real fast. See? This is what happens in real life, too. You think you're almost done, and you realize you forget something. Alright. There we go. Now let's double check. Is this still saying we got a bad ignition coil? Let's change this one out too. When in doubt, change them all. Honestly, actually, on a car like this, you probably should change them all out at once. Alright. Those would all be brand new now. $80, $100, $100, $100. Is it really not liking this one? There we go. I guess it didn't like 80. Alright. Close the hood up. I always found that was cool with these. See how the headlights stick out right here? Watch this. Open the hood. Boom. Oh, I just took the whole hood off. My bad. Put the hood back on. There we go. See that? There's openings in the headlight, or in the hood, for the headlights. Like, they just stick out of the hood. I always found that fascinating when I was working on them. But this one has a lot more room than a normal one here in the front. Like a real Mini Cooper, it is so jam-packed in here. You barely have any room to do anything. Like where this filter is, I have scraped my arm and cut my arm up so bad trying to reach them from up top. And I worked at a place that had a pit, but generally we could do most of it from the top on some cars, and like you could do it on these ones, but this one has like a spin-on filter. Most of them actually have like a canister style filter that sits in like right in here on this side or on the back side of the engine. Those are a little bit easier, but at the same time it is very hard to actually get access to them. So honestly, you actually do have to do those ones from the top of the vehicle, because if you are working on it from the bottom, you can't get a socket to the canister to get it out. You know what? I'm going to flash up a little picture of what a canister filter actually looks like on here, so you guys should be able to see it. It's a little different. It's just like the inside of the filter, and it just clips into this little plastic top. And you see them on Minis, Toyotas, BMWs, some Dodges, Ford trucks. They're not the oil filter itself, but the diesel filters are like that on the older Fords all the way up to actually current, from like the 90s to now. They are a like canister filter for the fuel filter. It's very interesting that like when you start looking at them and start working with them. But alright, so let's finish this car up. Send her out the door. Complete. Alright, so I think that's going to do it on this one, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe it down below, and I will see you guys next time.